Alright, so we should get into this. Alright, cool. So, what's interesting to talk about for anyone who doesn't necessarily know how we've been running the UV LCS, obviously we're in our first week, and all the teams are assigned ELO. All the players are assigned like an ELO. It's similar to solo queue rating, but it's a little bit different. So, and there are thresholds, like limits to how good and how bad your team can be. So it was a draft, but there were also limiters. Now it's interesting, poor Sushi, being the captain of Black Turtles, decided to, he himself is Diamond, and he picked up a low Diamond player. I think it's Akimata's Diamond. I can check really quickly. Yeah, Akimata is also low Diamond, but as a result, they picked up a unranked player. So we'll see how that works out for them. Their unranked player is support, so I'd expect the Bare Naked Laners bot lane to dominate, but we'll see. Anyway, Jinx ban, Katarina ban, very smart. I'm guessing poor Sushi was watching the last game where Mr. Cool Pants' Katarina was doing a ton of work, and Tristana ban. I think, again, Bare Naked Laners are, yeah, these are pretty standard bans, and Jinx, Katarina, Ziggs. Ziggs is a target ban against Mr. Cool Pants, and Jinx is also a target ban against Infamous B. So once again, Bare Naked Laners just sort of banning out the standard champions, and Black Turtles banning out specific counter picks, or specific counters, like by banning them out. We'll see. I mean, it might just be that the Black Turtles aren't really afraid of standard meta champs such as Kha'Zix, Yasuo, and Trist, Maokai, etc. And the opposite is true, that Mr. Cool Pants might also not be afraid of whatever specific picks poor Sushi and his team have. We'll see. Anything can happen. This is UVA LCS Week 1. This is the second game for the Bare Naked Lamers, but first game for Black Turtles. And the Black Turtles generally didn't know each other before making their team, so it's going to be really interesting to see if there's communication errors of any sort. Let me quickly tweet about this. Austin's modded. How are the teams made? Teams basically were, so I said like about 10 minutes ago, but you might have not been here. Anyone who wanted to sign up or play in the league had to sign up and provide a decent amount of information. So solo queue ranking, what role you play, etc. And I also asked people like what rank do you think you'd be at if you played only your designated role? And then as a result, I sort of gave people value, just like I won't say like what number it was, but a numerical value. Everyone was assigned a numerical value. Certain players, for example, were like Diamond 1 last season, but like Diamond 5 now. They might be at a higher rank than someone who has always been Diamond 5. But yeah, they all got a value, and then I told the teams, your team cannot exceed a value of X, and it cannot be below a value of X. This is to make sure that all teams are decently competitive, and even if you want, like, you can have a team of 5 friends of yours if you're all like gonna be competitive. Because last fall, the Fall Brawl, UVA had some teams that were. There was one team called Sunjo and the Non-Diamonds, which was a Diamond 1 and 4 High Platinum players, and they played like a team of all Silvers, and that's just. I mean, it's cool. They were all friends, but it's not very fun to watch. It's not very fun to cast, to cover, etc. It doesn't increase the scene here. Like it's not very competitive. So that's the system basically we use, which is it's a draft. Like or it wasn't a draft. Like you didn't pick, but you had a pool of, actually it was like 80 people who signed up, and you couldn't exceed a threshold for the teams. Anyway. Talking about picks and bans right now. Infamous B on that Ezreal. So Morgana, Ezreal, Lee Sin. Huh. I'm guessing that's going to be Lee Sin top lane. Interesting pickup. A lot of poke coming out of the side of Bare Naked Laners. and a very strong team fight. Very strong team fight coming out of not Team Muchos, Black Turtles with Lulu and Rise and Lucian, and then good POs for with the Janna. Above X and below Y. Team up, please, space guys. Chat, please. I need to focus. But so we'll see what the last pickup is. Mr. Cool Pants 17, always wanting to get the last pick. He had the last pick at Arena last game. I'm really curious to see if he'll bring out his pocket Jace. That would complement the poke. No, Orianna, also very good champ to siege with. Yep, he'll lock that in. And we have a good old-fashioned siege comp. So Ezreal does not do as much damage as some current AD carries, such as Lucian. But I think Infamous B, I don't quite remember, but I know I'm pretty sure that's one of his favorite champions, so he's definitely going to look to make plays on that. And I like, actually, the double AP comp coming out of, yeah, obviously the Oris is one of Mr. Cool Pants' former teammates. I agree, right? The double AP comp out of the Black Turtles is going to be really strong if anyone rushes an Abyssal Scepter. Like, Pop, Champ, Craigasm, or Gaz 1, 2, 3 could each run an Abyssal Scepter for the shred and protection. But we'll see if Akimata doesn't get a head start or isn't strong as Lucian, then they won't have enough AD. And Clutch Aegis Buy could basically shut the comp down. I mean, we'll have to see. I really like double AP. I think Lulu's and Rise are both very, very strong champions. But when you stack so much AP on a team, especially with an AD jungler, or excuse me, AP jungler like Elise, it's definitely going to be risky. Are there still spots open? Not for this season. Next season. Yeah, David Brewer. If you can definitely still join. How it works though is you'll just be put on the sub list, and I said like 80 people signed up. There's I think like 50 people playing and about 35 subs. So yeah, you can next season, next semester we might have more teams, but you can definitely still sign up. Contact me. My name is Seamus Anderson on Facebook. My email is seamusanderson.esports@gmail.com. I post on the Facebook group all the time. If you want to be on a team, just message me and I'll put you on the sub list, and I'll also let the captains know that you're trying to get into a team. So we're just going to wait for the delay to go in. I don't know if he's glitched, but for some reason he should be playing a game right now. Anyway, chat, how are you guys doing? I see Muppet Fest. I see Austin, obviously. I see Wii U, Chess Machine, Spyro. We haven't played in a while. How are y'all doing on this lovely Sunday? Yeah, we have the 2 challenger teams as well, which are just completely for fun. Anyone can play on those if you want. And then also during the winter, we're going to have Anything Goes tournament. Alumni are welcome to play. Anyone can make a team with whoever, and if you want to get bopped by diamond players, that might happen. You might pull the upset. I don't know. There are definitely options if you don't make the UVA LCS to play. I'm wonderful. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're wonderful. I appreciate you joining me. I'm also doing very well. Obviously, casting for UVA, this is a ton of fun. And I'm glad that all of you are with me. So we're going to load into the Rift. OBS is being a little finicky. No, I don't want to close the client. Alright, cool. I love... You guys are a bunch of trolls. Alright, we're back. League series from Chicago, Illinois. Has to join the UVA Facebook League of Legends group. Let's get some dongers for seniors. Raise your dongers. No dongers this game. So just looking at the teams right now, who has the cooler skins. And, ooh, Pulsefire Israel I actually don't really like. Just because I have him, but it's like, what a tryhard if you bought that skin. Dark Crystal Rise is kind of lame though too. Victorious is at least cool. But I'm going to give it over to the Bare Naked Laners because that Lee skin is awesome. Anyway, we're in. Let me adjust this. Poor Sushi's going mid, I'm pretty sure. TLHF. Yep. Rock and roll. Anima Aikens. Top lane Jarvan. Huh. So very strong level 1 right now from the Bare Naked Laners. Infamous B making a beeline towards the red buff. Ooh, they're going to see Gaz, but I don't think he sees them. But good spiderling. A good spider. So he knows someone's nearby. Uh-oh. This is risky, though. Scrubber Duck's going to try and bait him in. Although they don't have vision of him. Rise actually puts a ward over the red buff. Binding will miss. Gaz is going to step in. This is so risky right now. Bare Naked Laner's trying to get a cheese kill. Ooh. Pings him out. I don't think they saw him, but probably just intuition. Lucian Q onto Scrubber Duck. Gaz gets hit by the resonating strike. Oh man, Scrubber Duck and Gaz both very low. Both teams will disengage. Scary stuff there, but nothing actually happening. Alright, push chat is good. Austin, I leave it in your capable hands. And we are good to go. So, last game, Infamous B and Mr. Gulpin, or not Mr. Gulpin, Scrubber Duck, the bot lane of the Bare Naked Laners, had actually a hard time defeating the bot lane of Team Noodles in what was kind of a favorable matchup. I mean, the two of them haven't played very much yet, so maybe it might be like synergy problems, but we'll see. Their lane now is actually, I'd say, at a disadvantage. Janna Lucian is very, very strong, and Lucian can do very well against Nezreal, so we'll see how that matchup goes. Orianna versus Lulu is pretty skill-based. Skill shots need to land on either side. Decent amount of room for outplay. In the top lane, I'd say Jarvan has the early advantage. He definitely has a lot of damage if he builds that way early. And Ryze needs to scale more to be effective. So we'll see what happens up there. And the lane phase begins. I think it was CCO, who's the unranked player of the Black Turtles. So if there's a player to watch, it's definitely going to be CCO. I want to see how he does in this very competitive setting. Good tornado there. And they're just trying to push the wave in. Smart to do, just in general. They figured Lee Sin started blue, so he's not going to be able to gank here. Speaking of ganks, both top laners going to get a vision from the junglers. Really, really smart wars by Gaz123, and PogChamp Craigasm will spot Snack D out. Actually, not sure if it's Snack D or Snacked, so I might be inconsistent on my pronunciation of that. Anyway, like I said, Anima Higgins just does a ton of damage right now. PogChamp Craigasm not really caring about the minions, just going really aggressive. Gaz flashes for the Cocoon. Good flash from Anima Higgins will get him away, and Gaz decides not to chase. Risky stuff there, but Snack trying to gank mid lane. Will not hit his Q, but jumps to the minion, does a decent amount of damage. Gaz trying to be sneaky, stay in the top lane. Anima Higgins needs to be very, very careful without that flash up. He's done a good job of sort of bullying PogChamp Craigasm, but it's definitely going to be risky if he tries to go for a kill. I don't think he had vision of him. Ooh, barely, barely misses. Rune Prison didn't last long enough for the Cocoon to land. Things out of ward there. The bot lane though, CCO gets bound by Morgana. Takes a lot of damage. Gonna have to pop those potions to stay in this lane. All the lanes, other than top, are pretty even at the moment. There's a Q almost hitting, and there's no vision right now for Black Turtle, so they have to be careful. Scrubberduck gonna be aggressive here. CCO will get caught, and this should be a kill. They don't even need Snack D. Good stuff there to bare naked laners. Like I said, that inexperienced CCO right now. I mean, when you're playing Janet is not like Braum or Thresh or Leona, more tanky supports. You really got to be careful. Ryze's gonna teleport top lane as poor Sushi actually gets a kill. Hold on, backspace. 10-second replay. Excellent. Alright, so Mr. Coolpants taken down by poor Sushi. Just gets auto attacked down. The Q lands. Pops the E. Ooh, and Mr. Coolpants gave up his flash as well, so very, very bad for him. Solo kill in the mid lane. Poor Sushi. Very strong. Snack's level 4 right now. He needs to be careful. Okay, he's just gonna farm the wave. So 1-1 right now, with first blood going over to bare naked laners. So a couple 100 gold ahead. PogChamp, great guys. I'm just gonna stack that tier up. And Gaz 1, 2, 3 sneakily coming into this lane through the brush. Scrubberduck might land a binding onto CCO, and that might be the... Ooh, or Gaz might just go for it. No dark, or no black shield comes out. He will flash away. I thought CCO was just gonna bait him in, but he just baited Scrubberduck to walk in, and Gaz said, let's go for it. They didn't, however, stack the CC. So all they get for it is flash, but still a pretty effective gank. Mr. Coolpants getting harassed down by poor Sushi. Who's level 6? Mr. Coolpants is just level 5, so he needs to be careful as Gaz actually comes for backup. Poor Sushi taking Mr. Coolpants low. Snack going in for a gank, but the counter gank is here. Snack not level 6 yet. Good ult on poor Sushi. Ooh, Shockwave will not land as both teams decide they don't want part of this. No, wait, Gaz still wants to go in. Does a decent amount of damage onto Snacks. Lands his Q. Getting harassed down, but I doubt any kill will come. So, smart stuff. Both junglers giving attention to the mid lane. I like this. This past game, this game and the game before, lots of early involvement in the junglers. And like, obviously, junglers like Yi or Warwick who are hard farm till 6, then gank, whatever. Junglers are good too in this meta. But just as a viewer, I think it's very fun to watch pre-level 6 ganks and stuff. I think it takes a lot of skill, and it's definitely impressive to see teams making plays such as those. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, farm is pretty much even, but CCO taking a lot of poke. Oh, I just realized. I'm going to turn the music on a little bit. Y'all can let me know if you want it or not. But it gives a little bit of an audio fill while I'm taking a break. PogChamp Craigasm was behind in CS, but has managed to close the gap pretty well. There's a decent way for Anima, but still definitely is going to have the lead here. And also going for that first item Hydra, I'm pretty sure. So he's going to be doing a ton of damage. Poor Sushi out of mana, but Mr. Coolpants out of HP. We'll have to see which is more important, and if any of the mid laners can get a kill on each other. Muppet Fest, also known as DC Fest. Garbage League stream, you are absolutely correct. Or as Jay told me, also known as Muppet Feed. Anyway, compared to the last game, pretty quiet right now. There's some action in the mid lane with junglers coming around, saying what's up, but no real kills. Curious to see Scarberduck's flash is still down for 1 or 2 minutes, so I'd like to see Gaz 1, 2, 3 come and gank them again. So Anime Agons does not have teleport, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want it back here, but since he has its ignite, he has a lot more combat potential. CCO getting bound again. This is binding. Scarberduck having a very good game. Ooh, they run over the pink ward. Gaz does catch it. We'll see what his next move is. He's walking over ward. Yep, goes to sweep it up. Knew that was there. And a very, very forward pink ward by CCO. I guess they felt the need to defend themselves, but that's kind of a free ward right there. Stack gonna walk over ward. Lots of good vision control. I think I said this last game. Oh, meanwhile on the top lane, Enmagans gets... Oh, the cocoon misses even though he was bound by Rune Prison. However, he will flash, get the execute off, kill in the top lane, 2-2. And Bare Naked Laners won't really get anything out of it. Or they might go for this dragon, but it's potentially risky since there's excellent ward coverage by Black Turtles. They're going around. Snacks not taking that much damage. Never mind, he's taking a decent amount. Of course, Sushi actually gets ulted by the Orianna. Ezreal will E into the fight, pops his ultimate. He's out of mana now. And that's the disengage. That's kind of forced there from Bare Naked Laners, and they actually need a recall right now. So it's entirely possible that Gaz 1, 2, 3 and the Black Turtles make a play here around this dragon. Especially because they have the dominant vision control in this area. Just look at the vision right now of each team. This is Bare Naked Laners, and this is the excellent control. Every entrance for dragon is warded. Like, if Bare Naked Laners want to contest this dragon, they're absolutely going to know if they're coming. Although they're wasting a lot of time. Oh, top lane. Enmagans jumps on a Pop Champ, Greygasm. Does not have his Ignite up, however, so he won't kill him fast enough. I'm guessing, yeah, he'll get a Rune Prison off under tower. But the top laners will trade. And now they're actually going for a Dragon Plate. It could be a 4v4 here, although there's still no vision from the Bare Naked Laners, and they might just give this up. Elise, as you know, with the Firelings takes very little damage from Dragon, and they do take it. We'll see if there's a fight afterwards. Dark Binding will miss, and both sides of the map. So really good stuff right now to the Black Turtles. The Dragon picked up the top laner, who in my opinion, Jarvan should be beating Rise early. Traded 1 for 1. Their team scales incredibly well, obviously, with their Rise. Oh, the slow actually was applied to Mr. Coolpants. And as a result, Gaz mistimed the Cocoon, so there's no stun onto the Orianna. Otherwise, it would have been a great gank. I would say, since Lee and Jarvan aren't necessarily strong late game, and Ezreal isn't as strong as, let's say, Lucian, I definitely give the late game edge to Black Turtles, so good for them right now, having a small gold lead after 12 minutes. That poke is insane right now into Anima. That's actually very impressive that the Rise is so much damage at this point in the game. On an enemy who's a level above him as well. So, Gaz 1, 2, 3. Infamous Speed tries to go for the ultimate, but it didn't kill. Ooh, gets spotted out. Might still try and make this happen, because they have a red trinket up. came out a little bit behind now, simply because Scrubber Duck and Infamous We haven't been doing a really good job of poking CCO down. So, Bare Naked Laners bot lane definitely doing well for themselves. And I'm curious. Ooh, in the bot lane. Hold on. This is what I was just saying. I said this. First blood, I think, was on to CCO. And it's gonna happen again. On a ward, Scrubber Duck's just gonna pick up that kill. Flash auto. Oh, flash ultimate. Okay. Misses the binding, but still goes for it. I don't know how much the Bare Naked Laners are gonna get for this, but Lucian is recalling, so who knows? They might get some decent tower damage. But TCO really needs to be more careful. He keeps dying in situations that really could be avoided. Although Morgana flash down is pretty significant for team fights. Anima Iggins baits PogChamp out. He flashes away but gets cataclysmed, and this should be a kill. Let's see if poor Sushi can come and get a kill for it. I doubt it though, yep. He's just going to walk up and take the wave. So getting a little bit cocky there, thinking, oh, I've been poking you down all game. I can just get a kill on you now. But Anima Iggins saying, nope, this time I have my jungler. Top lane is not an island. I have a friend. And you are going to die. So good stuff for the Bare Naked Laners. And let's see if they can make some map pressure with this power play. And seems that's the way they're headed. They're going to do a decent amount of damage to this tower. Might actually take it down. Sakti gets Cocoon. They'll take the tower and be good with that.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So 1.2k gold lead after 15 minutes. Gold lead without a doubt, and not entirely insignificant at this point in the game, but the Bare Naked Laners really need to use more with this lead and extend it, because like I said before, I think their team comp is not as strong late game. Clever E over the tornado there, but they can't get any more follow-up onto CCO. Now that Mr. Cool Pants took the first turret down, I'm curious to see if he's going to either go farm heavy or roam around and help his teammates out. I think that'd absolutely be the right call, and actually he might be getting gank right now from Snack. Poor Sushi still has his flash up. Broom Broom, he's going to get away, no problem. And we'll see if the next fight is at a tower or, oh my goodness, it's a dragon. At this point, I don't know if there's even going to be a fight at Dragon, because this Ezreal is going to start getting out of hand very soon. Infamous B showing that he is absolutely an Ezreal player and picking up another kill onto CCO, who's now 0-3. Guys, might get caught out here by Snacks and Mr. Coolpants. Ooh, actually, Snacks might get caught out. Ultimate gone. They might still want this fight. Gaz is going to chase Snack D. Snack D is going to go very, very low. Has to flash away. Mr. Coolpants, though, still low. Blue ultimate onto Gaz. Mr. Coolpants will flash. Gaz will flash afterwards. But meanwhile, Scrubber Duck trying to help out. Snack very low, though. This could be a kill. Poor Sushi will flash Q, and that's 2 kills over to the Black Turtles, and then actually the top lane as well. As you guys can see, PogChamp Craigasm saying, oh, this time Anima Iggins, you don't have your jungler with you, I'm just going to take you out. Anima Iggins has been playing very, very risky, no tankiness at all. So, yep, he's just going to get popped up. Then y'all can watch this again. You can see that the moment that Snack had to flash away, it's basically in competitive games, whoever uses their card, shows their card first, loses. So who used their ultimates first? Orianna used the ultimate first, then Lulu did later. Who used their flash first? The Lee and the Orianna used their flash first. So the Bare Naked Laners overextended and then used all their summoner spells to try and get away. But Black Turtles could very easily use their summoner spells to pick up the kills. So good stuff to them. 3 kills across the map, tying up the gold pretty much. And actually, if they get this tower, extending a lead to about 1,000 gold. So very nice for them. Infamous B, however, is pretty strong. We'll walk over a ward, so I doubt much is going to happen. Oh, gets cocooned, actually. They might be going for this kill. Gas is very low. Infamous B, oh my goodness. Amazing cocoon, or amazing repel to get away from the ultimate. And they will actually pick up the kill onto Ezreal. Not a shutdown, since he only had 2 kills. But that was the Bare Naked Laner's strongest champion at the moment. And they just took him out like it was nothing. Poor Sushi might be looking to engage. Nope. PogChamp, Greygasm actually just walked to the dragon. They'll pick that up. 2,000 gold lead now. And they might not be done. Now remember, Anima is in the top lane and has no teleport. He will get the tower, but we'll see if they fight. Snacks actually wants this fight. Goes in, but taking a lot of damage from PogChamp, Greygasm. Ooh, and uses his W to come out while Orianna actually uses her shockwave. So a little bit of miscommunication there, and as a result, I mean, that could have been a good catch. Anima Iggins, meanwhile, though, might get caught out by poor Sushi. I'm guessing he's just going to use the flag and drag to get away. Oh, no, actually turns on to poor Sushi, but poor Sushi's having none of that. I have the XP advantage. I'm strong. You're going to go down. Or will you? Oh, my goodness, this is so close. Flash for the kill. Anima Iggins actually will get the kill, but PogChamp Greygasm is there for the cleanup. I was impressed. He had 3 kills on him, so I shouldn't have doubted it, but I thought that poor Sushi was going to be able to 1v1, and apparently so did he. However, still 2,000 gold lead for the Black Turtles. The Bare Naked Laners need to take more than just a couple of towers. They need to start grouping, poking down champions, and taking massive parts of the map. Otherwise, they're simply just going to be too weak once we get further and further to the late game. Wait, my chat is off because I'm a scrub. Check the chat. I actually thought, oh, that shows you how much I know about this game. I thought that was just going to be all chat for the players. What do you need an administrative decision? Should really have a color commentator. Oh, still hasn't started. Whose computer is it? Finite. If it's not a UVA person, then I'm gonna call don't want to play. It goes against what the purpose of the UVA LCS is. I did. Ugh. I guess I should keep chat up. Yeah, sorry guys. There's currently another player. There's another game for the UVA LCS going on right now. If he's not a UVA player, then he's not allowed to play. That's what I'm gonna say. So I guess I'll keep chat on. Infamous B has to use his E to get away. That arcane shift. And now Bare Naked Laners are looking to group. They might try a team fight. Rise hasn't hit that power spike where he has a full tier yet into that Saracen Embrace, so they might be able to win. But Snacks, taken very low by poor Sushi, has to use his kick to get him away. However, he might still be in trouble. CCO, nope. Tornadoes for good measure, but will not chase. And interestingly enough, I don't think their siege is that good. Ooh, Anima Iggins actually will get caught out. Taken very, very low. Cannot get away. Gas 1, 2, 3. Uses the repel to get up and out. And we dip. However, good wave clear coming out of Bare Naked Laners. So we'll see if the siege continues. I don't think their comp is great for sieging. And as you can tell, there's a decent amount of wave clear coming out of the Bare Naked Laners. Oh my goodness, the ultimate completely whiffs. Whiff doesn't have a T. That's silly. Completely whiffed, and I don't think they're going to want to fight this. But poor Sushi's very low, has to ult himself. No Janna ult, remember. However, flash in from PogChamp Greygasm. Tower doing a ton of damage right now. The Morgana ultimate actually will kill Elise, and Akimata flash away. Will the Q land? Yes, it will. Slow. Doesn't need the slow. He's just going to kill you. Best form of CC in the game, and a triple kill with an amazing play coming out from bare naked laners, and they might actually just go for the mid lane themselves. So even after the Orianna ult missed, it actually baited the Black Turtles to flash forward, as you saw Rise flash forward there. I'm gonna do a quick replay of that simply because I kind of want to see everything that happened. So Orianna doesn't even sombrero. Just, oh, so poor Shushi got caught out. That's right. And that just started this cataclysmic chain of events where they tried to chase Infamous B. Infamous B just flashes out using his arcane shift, and the tower doing the damage it needs to. Good stuff to the bare naked laners.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so sorry, just trying to clear up another issue with the other game that's going on right now. Gold lead, I mean, just a couple hundred gold ahead for the bare naked laners. And it was, honestly, I wasn't calling it, but I really didn't think the bare naked laners were going to win this. But right now, they definitely have an advantage, and this is the sort of mid-game spike where things like the Ezreal get strong. Orianna just finished Deathclap, has her Athenes and her Spark Boots, so she's going to do a ton of damage, and Jarvan's starting to get tanky. They definitely have the advantage right now, and we'll see if they get any more kills for it soon. Yeah, guys, so the rule about the start time to anyone watching who's in the UVA LCS is that after the lobby is made and the first, like the captain's, or the first person from another team joins the lobby, you got 15 minutes. But this is the first week, remember, so I mean, I would like games to happen, and as a result, please be lax with the rules. I mean, it's the captain's discretion when it comes down to it, but obviously, like, we're just trying to play some games of League of Legends. So if it's not a huge deal, if it goes past the 15-minute timer, then just play your games. And we'll see this dragon right now. Bare naked laners are confident enough just to go for it, but they haven't cleared this ward. I don't know if they actually see it. They do see it, so they won't clear it. Or will they? Meanwhile, though, Akimata's going to push this mid lane up. Snack, you should probably clear that ward, buddy. They can see it. Oh, this could be dangerous 5v5. Culling will come in. The blue team actually gets the dragon. Great smite and amazing Orianna ultimate from Mr. Cool Pants. Mr. Cool Pants is still alive, doing a ton of damage, and so is Infamous Beast, so is Anima Iggins. Wow! So, a 1 for 5 ace. Absolutely worth losing dragon over. I'm just going to go do a replay of that really quickly, just to show you guys. So this entire time they're posturing around dragon, and they actually don't get the dragon, so really good smite there by Gods 1, 2, 3. But, hold on, pause. Alright, so right now, look at the positioning. Mr. Coolpants and Infamous B aren't being damaged. The Akimata cullinged onto the two tanks of the team, basically. And just this Wombo combo. Oh my goodness. 4-man Orianna ultimate, 4-man Ezreal ultimate. And that's how you win a team fight, ladies and gentlemen. So phenomenal stuff to the bare naked laners.
Red team triple kill. Ace.
So they pick up an ace, but they don't get much for it, to be fair. So they're not that much further ahead. But it's scary, man. I mean, when you fight an enemy team and you're like, wow, we just fought them 5v5 and got absolutely crushed. Even if you're sort of doing the math and keeping track of how much gold you have, and you're like, okay guys, we're still even in gold. If you lose a fight that badly, they might just want to wait until the Arise powers up completely, because at the moment it seems like the bare naked laners team fight is just too strong. Like in TSM with that dragon fight. Brian, the problem with color, like, we can't have dual casting, or, I mean, I'd like to, but you'd have to come live. Like, you live down the road from me, so if you want, you could just come over to my apartment, and then we could do it. But it's hard with two people, because we'd have to spectate the games individually, and then we might not be focusing on the same thing. But I would actually appreciate it. I'd always love to commentate with someone else. Oh, Mystical Pants will whip an ultimate. This is the story of this game as him landing amazing ultimates and then doing that. Okay, I didn't know that it's paused 40 minutes in. That is annoying to say the least. Oh. So, 2,000 gold lead right now. Well, just about 1,000 gold lead right now with Bare Naked Laners. They might be able to get a catch here. Infamous Speed, Cocoon will not hit him. Taking a lot of damage from that at least though. Scrubber Duck. Oh, they might catch him out here. Binding land, well, excuse me, Binding will not land. Skill shots are very hard as every team seems to be missing them. Really, really good Scrying Orb. And they might call off the fight. He will jump to Oriana. Oh man, someone land a skill shot, please. Ooh, there's a skill shot. Taking a lot of poke. Yeah, he's gonna go really, really low. Ezreal ultimate will come out. CCO heals, but actually might get caught out. Flashes away. Jan ultimate's down. Pop Jam Craigasms rises low. Let's fight. But amazing Jan Tornado. But it's not enough. Snack will get the kill. And this might just be a complete... Oh my god, this won't be a complete wash. The Snack will actually takes the Oriana ball, but won't get an ult on anyone. Scrubber Duck will flash an ultimate on. And everyone's so low right now on the Black Turtles. However, they're still trying to fight back. Everyone low on every team right now as ultimates missing left and right. Akumata gets hit by an Ezreal Q. Infamous B basically the only one with HP at all, but he is Ezreal, so he might die in the blink of an eye. As PogChamp Craigasm will recall, but remember he has teleport, so he might go for a home guard teleport play on a ward. That was a very bizarre pick and then not really fight. He actually just decides to teleport to a tower. It does have his home guards though, and doesn't chase. That's no fun. Anyway. So after that exchange, nothing really happened. A couple of summoners were burned. Ignite, Flash from Scrubber Duck, Flash from CCO, Flash from Anime Ignis and Snacked, Flash from PogChamp and Poro Sushi. But that was it. Just no towers taken, 1 kill. Hey, Quentin, then can you just make sure that Oscar, I'm assuming Oscar's watching this game as well, just let him know so he can spectate the game and then give coverage on it. Very smart ping board right there. Baron Dance will begin. So this next fight, both teams have a lot of skill shots, so it's just whoever lands the skill shots is going to win the next team fight. That is my excellent analysis, ladies and gentlemen. I am good at this. Oh, skill shot lands on Snack D. Black Shield lands and Binding lands onto Gaz. Ezra ultimate, but only hits Gaz. And that might just be the call to disengage. Gaz is probably just going to go recall. He has home guards, so he'll be back pretty soon. However, if he gets hit right now, ooh, narrowly misses. Janet Tornado will miss. Cocoon will miss. Exhaust CCO. Anima won't hit anyone. CCO will ult away. Let's see if they still want the engage. Bare Naked Lane is looking for a chase right now. Snacked will get cocooned. And CCO might get caught. Oh, gets knocked up by Anima Higgins. Doesn't have flash, doesn't have an ultimate. CCO will go down. And 4v5 power play for the Bare Naked Laners. However, it's only the support, so this Baron might be a very, very risky call. You're going to clear up that pink ward. Extend their vision control right now. Blue team has no vision of this Baron. Scrying Orb isn't up and the support is down, so they might not go for this simply out of fear. But that Baron's doing a decent amount of work, and actually they have no fear. Poor Sushi and PogChamp Craigasm are going to lead the charge. Walk up. Mr. Cool Pants gets Rune Prison. Baron taking low. Double Oriana ultimate on Akimata and PogChamp Craigasm. Will actually get the shutdown now onto Oriana. Poor Sushi Zonia's, but he surely will go down now. Can he pick up kill? He will not. Scrubber Duck. Oh my goodness, he's not going to go away. No, he's down. Baron picked up for the Bare Naked Laners. And once again, Mr. Cool Pants 17 showing off his very good Oriana play in the clutch. When it matters, his Oriana ultimates have been very good. Oh, there's a third game going on right now. It's probably because one of the games doesn't start on time. That's fine. Just let me know about that game, and then we'll get the other game covered later. We can just, like, little spectate it. Or little replaying. Stack D and Anima looking for this dragon. Akimata might actually be in trouble. Nope. Just gonna chase a little bit. They decided to give it up. They have Baron. Or will they? 5,000 gold lead right now. And the Baron buff gives a lot of extra gold. They're actually going to look for this dragon. Orion ultimate just onto Gaz this time, but Gaz taking very, very low. Blue team actually picks up the dragon. But this surely will be many kills for Bare Naked Laners. Mr. Cool Pants still hunting for more. Gets really, really good slow there by poor Sushi. Mr. Cool Pants gets slowed and actually will not chase. However, 2 men down now. This might be an inhibitor. We are playing a 9 since we are playing Fine Knight's team. Chess Machine. Wait, Chess Machine. Aren't you, Quentin? No, that's Chess Q-Corn. Oh my goodness, too many chess peoples. Yeah, there's a... I'm gonna cover a game after this at 10 o'clock. This game is... It's 10 o'clock right now, but... And then also a game at 11, so that's probably your guys's. Bare Naked Laners looking to go to the top side. Probably just gonna try and siege them out. Top is pretty low. Rise now has tier almost fully stacked. Doesn't have enough gold for the Seraphs and Wraiths, so... No, he does not. So, that power spike actually is still going to be delayed. Good calling, though. We'll clear most of the wave. However, the Baron buff gives them enough confidence. Poor Sushi might get caught out here. Snack's actually taking a lot of damage. We'll decide to disengage. Poor Sushi. Oh, gets ulted by the Oriana. Great Zonius, but actually no, he's going to go down right now. Or will he? Flashes away. Amazing Janna ultimate. Scrubberduck tries to engage, but now they're taking turret shots. This could be bad for the Bare Naked Laners. Snack going in with a kick on PogChamp Craigasm. Is that what they need? No. Shutdown actually onto the Lee Sin, and everyone's so low for the Black Turtles, and so low enough that Oriana can pick up kills. Let's see if they pick up this tower as well. No more minions, but they surely will take this down with Ezreal W onto the Oriana and the drop-in power. But now home guards onto basically all Black Turtles as they're trying to get away. Mr. Cool Pants will pick up a kill on poor Sushi, but Akimata's going to try and get a retribution kill onto Mr. Cool Pants. Can he kite him out? No, will get cocooned. Great binding on the Gaz, but it will not be enough. Akimata's on a killing spree, and Black Turtles save their inhibitor. Man, I just realized, or I mean, I realized this before, but it's kind of hilarious how many skill shots are on either team. And it's like, is the fight gonna start? Is it not gonna start? Someone, please make this a little bit easier. Where are the point and click abilities so I can easily talk to people? I'm cynical. Oh. I guess you play chess too. Everyone plays chess. And right now, top tower gone. So if I were the Bare Naked Laners, I'd be looking to go to this top and take that free inhibitor. 5k gold lead after 35 minutes, so definitely a decent gold lead. However, nothing to write home about. Black Turtles can definitely make a comeback here if they'd like. They just need to figure out how to do it. Scrubber Duck's gonna clear that pink ward. You can tell, not too much offensive warning. They're gonna try and increase that. Simply because they're gonna try and push now. And Snacks will get on Akimata. Does not get the ward hop kick. And there's disengage. CCO gets a Jana Tornado on to Scrubber Duck. This is tense. Akimata is recalling right now. I don't know. Probably has enough gold. No, he's just recalling for HP. He does have his home guard, so he'll be back pretty quick. And Anima actually gets cocooned up. This might be the engage that they're looking for. Or their support might just get caught out by binding and instantly die. Again, I've said this before. CCO just keeps dying. It's very, very squishy. There's so much pick potential, basically, with the Morgana-Ezreal combo. Now it's a 4v5 on tower. Mr. Coolpants making the call. They're all going to start rotating to the top lane. 25 seconds, basically, till CCO responds. So I don't think that Black Turtles can fight this. Oof. Those Mystic Shots doing quite a bit of poke. Anima gonna engage on Akimata. Great Orianna ultimate onto two of the carries. Snack will go in, gets the shutdown onto Akimata. And Gaz trying to run away. PogChamp, Craygasm might go down here too. Snack trying to make the least in plays happen. Gets a kick out of Poor Sushi. Poor Sushi will Zonia's. Will he go down? Yes, he will. Scrubber Duck picks it up with his ultimate. Lands and binding onto Gaz. CCO ults to save Gaz's life. But this is bad news bears for the Black Turtles. As the Bare Naked Laners just made a really, really good pick and then fought the power play very well. Akimata getting caught out and instantly died with the Jarvan Ori combo. As they're actually going to set up Baron and probably get this. I really doubt that they can fight this off 3v5. They don't even have vision, so it's doubtful that they will try. Yep, they're just going to let it go. So good stuff. 8,000 gold lead now after 38 minutes. It took a while, but the Bare Naked Laners are finding that groove and very effectively pushing their advantage. And Rise still doesn't have it. Okay, so his Tear of the Goddess is finished, but he does not have that Seraph's Embrace. I mean, at this point, I guess he just doesn't have the gold, but he never bought a Blasting Wand. And that's honestly a big item for him. Makes him way tankier and deal more damage. Ping out the dragon. I might be a spectator bug because it says live. Yep, okay, there we go. Just to extend the gold lead a little bit farther, and they might look to take bot tower, but Infamous B is also pushing mid, so they really have their choice now. They're far ahead enough that they can just use Ezreal, Morgana, Orianna poke just to poke him down. And if Lee Sin gets a good Q, he can just resonate and strike in and go for it. CCO might actually get caught out. Nope. Has a passive to speed him on out of there. And this tower siege is going to be very, very important in the next few seconds. Next few minutes, I should say. Ooh, that Ezreal poke. Chunking about a third of the HP of Orosushi. They have a decent amount of wave clear, but they might just look for the engage here. Ezreal ultimate comes out. No, the Janna. Ooh, Ezreal might get caught out here. That was risky. Orianna ultimate onto one man. Binding will hit PogChamp Craygasm. Taking low, but there's so much peel right now for the team of Black Turtles, and Infamous B will actually get a kill on CCO. Will this be the fight that they want? And it seems that it will, as he gets a double kill. Meanwhile, Mr. Coolpants and Snack will take out Gaz 1, 2, 3, and Scrubber Duck, Anima, and Infamous B will chase Orosushi and Akimata. Anima Higgins doesn't care about the towers right now. He is probably actually going to go down. Rest in peace. But that's 2 inhibitors now. Infamous B actually whips Cube. Will die to Akimata. Will Akimata go down? No, Akimata is still alive. But surely this will be the game, as Akimata cannot take the 3 members of the Bare Naked Laners. And he can't even take them under tower, or under fountain. As he will go down. So Bare Naked Laners, week 1 of the UBA LCS, coming out with a very strong 2-0 showing. Impressive, impressive stuff. The GGs come out.